guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I'm going to be doing a kind of fun, colourful look but not over the top. So I've actually had a few requests lately for different videos, so I'm kind of working my way through them. So I was asked to do a blue liner look paired with orange lips, so that is this look for today, and I think it's quite good because there's a product I want to use which didn't go so well the first time I used it, and you'll see that in a minute. But I feel like this potentially could work for it. So yeah, so if you're interested then please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm going to start with my eyes first, just in case there's any fallout or anything like that. So I'm going to go with my Lily Lolo eye primer, mixing those two shades together. So for this look, I'm not really going to add any eyeshadow to the eyes. I'm just going to put a little something through the crease just to define it. So I'm actually just going to take my contour shade from the Lily Lolo Sculpt and Glow palette, just on it's quite a small blending brush, I believe. Oh, it's rubbed off. Oh no, I'm pretty sure this is some kind of Sigma brush, like one of the classic ones, but the name has rubbed off. And this is just going to go through the crease. I'm going to use quite a light hand because I don't want anything, like I said, too heavy. It's just nice to have something just to define the eyes a little bit. And take a fluffy brush just to make sure those edges are blended. I'm just going to pick up a little bit more just to deepen ever so slightly. I'm probably going to focus more on the outer portion of the crease. Oh, and I had some really lovely comments on my last video, the swatch video of the new Lily Lolo vegan lipsticks, which was lovely. There was one comment that popped up and it came up on my notifications, but when I came to actually click on the video to reply, it wasn't there, and it wasn't in, like, sometimes things go to spam, it wasn't there or anything like that. I literally checked all the folders, so it's gone. But it was from NK1, who does comment a lot, so I'm surprised it didn't come up unless they deleted it, I don't know. But it was just saying that they loved the Love Affair from the original, which actually a lot of people said that. I know Emily said that as well, and which was probably the best dupe. And I think I'd probably go Without a Stitch, which is the one that was kind of Your Lips but better. I feel that's probably out of all of them the most similar. The one, oh, I can't think what it's called now. It might have been called Undressed, which was the one that was supposed to be more of the mauve cool toned one. It's kind of similar to Love Affair, but I think it's just a bit too deep. So I would definitely go Without a Stitch. It's probably the closest one to Love Affair. But I just wanted to make sure I said that in this video because for some reason I just can't find the comment anymore. So unless it was deleted by the person, I don't know. But I just wanted to make sure. I just thought in case anyone else was interested as well, I would just throw this in. So actually it's adding like a really soft definition to the eye. Nothing over the top. I do quite like doing this, especially when I do like a wing liner effect. And then what I am going to do is I'm just going to take some powder. Just any like kind of translucent pressed powder. And just use that for the inner portion of the lid, just to mattify it. And above here, I might put a highlighter up there by hand side, yeah. This was requested by someone with the YouTube channel Moonlight, and I did ask whether they wanted a matte or a shimmer blue liner, and they said it was my choice. So I decided I wanted to give that Silk Naturals Royal colour another go, because it didn't blend out too well, it kind of went a bit funny, but I feel like for a packing colour, if you're doing like a half cut crease, or for potentially a liner, it might work quite well. So that's why I'm going to give it a go. I've got a plan B if it doesn't work out, but I wanted to give it a second chance because obviously I bought it and I kind of want to get some use out of it. So yeah. So it is this beautiful, like it looks stunning in the package, this royal blue matte colour. So I just want to give it a second chance, and potentially as an eyeliner it might work. It's when you start to blend, this didn't go so well. So I've got this eyeliner brush. This is the Luxie 215 small angle, so a very small one. I am going to pick some up on this brush, and then I'm going to spray it with some fixing spray because I feel it's the only way this is going to work. I'm just going to go steady with this. So I'm going to start with the outer portion first. Okay, so it's working quite well. It's kind of, I think because I've wet the brush and wet the shade, it kind of dulls down the colour. So once I've got the shape down, I might go over the top with it dry, but carefully because it will get some fallout, and see if I can get the vibrancy back. But I just want to get that shape down. I feel the best way to do it is with it being wet. Wow, I mean that was quite easy. I do feel actually sometimes using a shadow for an eyeliner I find slightly easier than using like a liquid liner or something like that. I mean with a liquid liner I feel you can get more precise. This possibly gives a softer look, but I feel it doesn't, because I've wet it, it doesn't like skip over the skin, which some liquid or gel liners can do if they're not smooth enough or like liquidy enough. So I'm actually really happy with that shape as well, which is a pain because I'm not going to be able to match the other eye. Now I'm going to continue with this eye. What I'm going to do now is, like I said, pick up some more of the product, not wet it this time, tap off because I will get fallout. Actually it doesn't matter, I haven't done my face yet. And I'm going to press this on top. So it will stick because obviously the base is slightly wet, but I'm going to get that intense blue. Yes, that blue is now coming through. I completed the liner. As you can see, I may have got a little bit thicker on the outer corners because I decided actually I quite like that look, and I think it actually suited my eyes a little bit better. The wings aren't even, but that's fine. So I'm going to move on to, I am going to add something to the lower lash line, something quite fun, but I'm going to move on to the face portion first. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my Milk Hydro Primer to begin with. Foundation, I'm actually going to take the Hint Beauty Concealer. I finally got a new one, but I got it in the shade Light instead of Fair this time, so it's a slightly more of a yellow tone to it. And I also picked up another shade as well from like cream bronzer type thing. So I'm actually going to take a few drops of my Maya Chia product like I tend to do, just because I don't want like a full thick coverage. I'm just going to put one drop actually, it should be fine. I think the Fair shade, like I said before, was great for like under the eyes and where I needed to pinpoint. But when it came to do it as a foundation, it just, you could tell how pink it was on my skin. I just prefer a yellow look. Now with this, I need to really avoid my under eyes because I did get another request to do a how to cover dark circles under the eyes. So I'm going to kind of film 2 in 1 at the same time. So once I've done this bit, I'm going to disappear and I'll come back with my under eyes concealer and stuff done. But you'll see that that will be the next video that goes up. Okay, so that's my foundation on. I will be back in a second with my under eyes done and then we can continue with this look. Okay, so I'm back. So what I want to do is I want to put some concealer on some of these blemishes down here a little. I'm back in with my Hint Beauty concealer in light. Just take a bit of this. I'm literally just use my finger and just go over some of these kind of more scar areas I've got going on. Before I go and set the rest of my face, obviously I've set under my eyes because I did that video. I'm going to go in now with the Hint Beauty concealer in deep. Now this is either darkest or the second darkest shade, which is quite shocking really for a base product. Like there's only 6 shades I believe of this. So yeah, I do feel like they should really expand their shade range because this is such a lovely product. I mean, it was recommended by you guys. I really love it. I know someone actually messaged me saying they bought it based on my reviews and they really like it. So but yeah, so yeah, this is either the darkest or second darkest shade and it works really well for a bronzer for me, which is kind of saying something really in terms of the shade range. So the first time I tried this, I forget that obviously this concealer a little bit goes a long way and it went very heavy on me and very wrong. So I'm just going to take a small amount. So I'm going to take the same brush I used to apply the light one because it will kind of melt into the skin more. So I'm going to take a little bit and I'm just going to start patting this in the areas I want to. I like the patting movements, like the stippling movements, because it works really nicely to kind of blend it into the skin. This just gives such a more nice natural bronze finish to the skin, I think, as well, which is really nice. What I'm going to do next is take my powder just to set my T-zone area. And then what I am going to do to kind of help set a little bit the other areas is I'm going to take my Lily Lolo Sculpt and Contour Kit, taking the sculpting side, and use this just to go over it lightly, but it's just going to help set that a little bit in place as well. Just in case if it's a really hot day you don't want everything to melt off. But very lightly am I setting this. I don't want to go any darker really on the bronzing front. I like how it looks. I'm going to finish off the eyes in a minute. I'm just going to continue with the skin portion whilst I'm here. I'm then going to take the Champagne highlighter from this palette and use that as my highlighter. You know, I like to take a little bit just here now. Because I've set my skin, it'd be fine, but it just gives that nice little glow to the centre of the forehead. But I think, again, especially for summertime, although the weather's dramatically changed recently, it just looks really nice. But I know I've set it, so my oily T-zone should be fine with this. I'm going to take a nice kind of, I think I'm going to just take the peachy shade here from my Nip and Fab palette and just, I'm not going to go too heavy, just lightly go over. I'm just using the same brush I used for my bronzer, which is the Real Techniques Duo Face Fibre brush, in case anyone wanted to know. So the next product I'm going to use was going to be my plan B in case that one didn't work out. So it's going to be my shimmery option, but it's kind of a bit more green than blue really. But it's the Lily Lolo Mineral Eyeshadow in Pixie Sparkle. I used it in that festival look and I love the colour of it and it looks stunning. So I'm actually going to use this for under my eyes, just add a pop of something there. Just keep in with the blue theme. And I wasn't going to. I've got my Lily Big Lash Mascara here. But I feel like I might just go full on blue with the eyes. And I've got those Colourpop coloured mascaras. So I'm quite tempted to use one. In blue, obviously. Take some of this on my shading brush. And really make sure I've tapped off the excess because obviously I've done my base now. And I'm just going to... And I'm just going to start... I'm going to pat this on because, like I said, I don't want any fallout at all. This is such a beautiful... It was a really nice combination actually. Makes like a slight contrast from the matte eyeliner and the shimmery under eye. But yeah, I literally, when I first tried this colour out, I fell in love with it. It was such a beautiful shade. I have to say, I think greens and blues might be my favourite eyeshadow colour. Even though I've got blue eyes, which I think can be very complimentary for blue eyes. But I do think, oh, I've gone a bit low down there. I do think they just... I think that especially like matte blues are quite hard to get right, as obviously this demonstrated in terms of blending. The actual colour of them, and when the formula's right, especially in matte versions, so pretty. Carefully pop it right in the inner corner. I was going to add a black liner to the waterline, but I think that might ruin it completely. I'm not sure about actually adding... You know what I'm going to do? I don't want to go... I am going to add the Lily Big Lash Mascara, but just to my upper lash line. I think I'm going to add the blue mascara to my lower lash line. Just because I like... I do think there becomes a point where it becomes a bit overboard and I've just got mascara on my skin. So I've got two of the Colourpop blue mascaras. It was kind of by accident. I only wanted one, and I added one to the cart and realised I preferred the other one. I can't remember which way around. So I think I added Sky High to the cart and realised I actually prefer Blew Your Mind. I only wanted to try one out and I forgot to delete the other one from the cart, so I got both anyway. But I think Blew Your Mind might be the better shade for this, like the darker blue as opposed to the lighter blue. If I don't like it, I could always try and go with black mascara. I like that actually. Definitely think darker blue was a better option. Oh, I really like that. I hope the camera picks it up. I'll get closer in a second. But yeah, that was definitely the right option to go. And because I've gone black on the upper lash line, it's not like as crazy. And please excuse my eyebrows. I know I need to sort them out big time. But yeah, come back. So onto the lips. It was requested for an orange-y lip to go with it. I'm not sure if I want to go vibrant or tone it down. So I might do a combination of lipsticks just to kind of see how I feel. I don't have an orange lip liner, so I'm going to go in with like a peachy tone nude. This is the Kiko Everlasting Colour Precision Lip Liner in 402. Just to line the lips. Oh, hang on. I've got one of the Gosh lip oils on just to moisturise the lips, so I just need to take that off. Okay, then I'm going to go with quite a vibrant orange. It's more of a coral toned, and I'm going to use nudes to tone it down. I think that's the best way of doing this. So it may seem that I've used a nude lip liner, but I don't have a bright orange lip liner, and I just need something to help with the outline of the lips. This is another Kiko Unlimited Double Touch lipstick, liquid lipstick. I'm going to take a Lulu's lipstick at Au Naturel, one of the new vegan lipsticks. It's got a golden hue to it. Okay, so yeah, I like that combination because the other one was a bit too coral, but I didn't want it too toned down. But adding that nude just makes it slightly more of an orangey colour instead of a coral, and it just looks, I really like it because it's got like a golden hue to it as well. Okay, so that is this video complete. I really hope you enjoyed it. I love the blue on the eyes with the orange lip. It's a very beautiful kind of colour combination, I think. And I'm glad that I managed to get used to that Royals colour, because obviously I got it shipped all the way from America, so it would have been a shame not to be able to get it to work some way. So yeah, I think it's definitely not a blending colour, but for packing or doing something like this with the eyeliner, it works absolutely fine. So yeah, and obviously I love this Pixie Sparkle colour under the eyes. And yeah, I really hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you so much for the request. Like I said, leave requests down below for future videos. And product recommendations, I love checking those out. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.